Peterson jams it. Wow, what a finish by Darryn Peterson.
Gets a little head of steam and just goes right over the top for a spectacular finish.
I'm Darryn Peterson, and you're watching Chiney Today.
Darryn, in Summer League, you averaged 20 points per game and 5 assists, and you also had a 12-assist game. What are you most proud of that experience?
Being able to get that many assists, like in college, I think I averaged 1.6. So just remind myself that I can still make plays for other people.
And what about scoring at this level?
I think that's huge because it's another level, better players, and to be able to still go get mine, I feel like it helps me be more confident.
So how long have you been a pro right now? Maybe a month?
I think a month and a week maybe since the draft.
Did you buy anything with your first official pro check?
Not yet. I ain't got nothing. I got a car. I did get a car.
You got a car? What kind of car?
I got a Range Rover.
What color?
Matte black.
Oh, okay. You're riding nice.
Yeah,
you're riding nice.
Got you.
Were you eyeing that for a while? You're like, when I go pro, I know I'm gonna get this car.
Nah. Actually, crazy story. My whip during the pre-draft got stole out of the driveway at the Airbnb I was staying at. So after that got took, I was like, I'm about to just get something else.
No way.
Crazy.
Life came at you fast.
Quick.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Well, I'm glad you got a customized version.
Now I'm ready.
So maybe there's a blessing. Now you got your own official one.
Yeah,
and now you know to keep your eye on.
Yeah, in the garage now every day. Sure.
Good. I was there actually at Summer League with your battle versus AJ Dybantsa. What did you take from that matchup?
I think it was not my welcome to the league moment, but like I seen the stat that said like I got fouled 13 times in that game. So gotta go get in the weight room and be ready to play through physicality.
That is a very classy way to say what we were saying in a different way, meaning they were scheming.
Yeah,
this was the first time we saw in Summer League teams were scheming to try to slow you down. But what impressed us was that no matter how the game was going, you still were productive. Mm-hmm. And to me, that's the sign of a great pro. No matter whether the stars are shining or they're not, you're going to be consistent. Is that sort of something you took from that as well?
For sure. Like you said, it wasn't my best game ever, but I tried to just keep a level head throughout the whole time.
The Utah Jazz select Darryn Peterson from the University of Kansas.
Well, the Utah Jazz, they feel like they just selected another #1 pick in Darryn Peterson, the freshman out of Kansas. He averaged just over 20 points a game for the Jayhawks. That's the most by a freshman in Kansas history.
The difference with him is that he's a talented scorer, where when guys come to your team like that, the offense changes. You don't have to fit in. They're going to design things for him now.
How much pride do you take in not only, where you were selected, knowing that you're going to a franchise that needs you now, but also like the future, knowing that you will have an opportunity to put your imprint on the squad from the jump?
It's kind of like a dream come true. And they were telling me that like they've been tanking for a couple of years to get a player like me. So to hear that, I know it's gonna be a lot, but I think I'm prepared for it. I'm trying to be.
Have you already established some relationships with some of your teammates?
Yeah, I've known Keontae for a while. He tried to get me to go to IMG a couple years back. Cody Williams was my roommate at NBPA camp like 3 or 4 years ago. Who else is there that I know? Jaren I knew, so I knew a couple of guys already. And it's a young team, so I think we're going to connect well.
What do you like about their game, particularly Jaren? Because we talk about you being a scoring guard, but then also having guys that can pick and pop that'll help unlock.
Yeah, make it easy for me to get assists. Like you said, he can pick and pop. And then also his way to change shots on the other side of the ball, like got Defensive Player of the Year a year, so both sides of the ball, great player. With
the conversations you have, maybe with the coaches or even the front office, where do they see this team in the next few years?
Hopefully getting some championships. Making the playoffs is a huge thing for us this year, at least, just going off last year. So right now, main focus I would say is trying to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think that's a good step in the right direction.
Sure.
But also, coming to the league, is there like a certain player that you look forward to going up against, whether it is your former teammates or guys that you've known for a long time?
Probably Brown and Devin Booker.
Why Braun?
Somebody else from Ohio, and that's the king, so.
You want to be challenged?
Yeah, I think it'll be great.
And what do you like about D-Book's game?
everything. That's my favorite player. Outside of Kobe, D-Book. So.
I mean, that's the tree. We know you love Kobe, and he loves Kobe, and
so yeah, I think just you got like an aura when you hoop. It's smooth.
Yeah, and I can see the same in your game.
We're getting a really high character young man added to our program. The basketball piece is beyond exciting for all of us. Ultra talented player, both sides of the ball. I think his competitiveness will shine through. Shot making is something that's exciting to everybody in this league. Darryn is a young man who will be a rookie and is going to be trying to add to a growing culture here that we've got going in our locker room. You know, I think if you watch him on film, there's so much to be excited about.
Can you describe your game in your own words, please?
In my own words, I'll start probably with like 3-level scorer, winner, like I want to help my team win, whatever that is. They're probably just competitor.
In a few months, your rookie season will begin.
Mm-hmm.
What are your goals?
Playoffs, rookie of the year, probably like first team or rookie, but mainly playoffs.
Yeah,
sure.
You want to win. You want to turn things around.
Got to.
Why is it important to show up at ABCD camp?
Because this is well, I didn't get to go to this camp, but I went to camps like this throughout my process and had a blast and made a ton of friends and made a ton of memories, and I think that's important in the game.
You've had a crazy last 2 months or so. Is there a moment behind the scenes, whether it was draft or summer league, that you look to as like, oh my gosh, like this is kind of lit?
Probably just being on the move so much. Like where I'm from, like my only vacation was like Christmas, and I was at the crib besides that. So now like being in a new place every week is crazy to me right now.
The goal is probably to try to play on Christmas now.
For sure, yeah. We were just talking about that yesterday, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, trying to get the
What were y'all
Christmas
saying?
When was the last time Utah got one? And I think it was like we've been like 4 years out, so not a long time, but a little bit. But
Hopefully soon.
got to.
How about your family and friends? How proud are they of you being here? And just, I mean, watching you play, it's almost like you're a pro before you're a pro.
Yeah, super proud. They know all I sacrificed to be able to be in the NBA and how hard I worked. So they're super proud. And I'm
DP,
blessed.
is there something that people don't know about you that they should know? I feel like you also have something up your sleeve. You got a nice voice, kind
Oh, you
of.
think I can sing? Nah.
No?
I don't do the singing, man.
Dance?
Can't dance. I ain't gonna lie. If I wasn't a hooper, I'd just be like a Joe Smo, like just a guy.
I don't believe that. Your work ethic, your drive, the way that you attack practice so that you can be great, I don't believe
I would
that.
have had to find a new craft, what you're saying. I would have found something to be good at. You're right. Maybe I'll do dog training then. Let's
Oh,
go with that.
really?
I'll try to do that.
Can your puppy like do the high five?
He got the shake and speak and stuff.
What kind of dog is it?
Doberman.
Boy or girl?
Boy.
Boy. His name?
Denim.
Denim.
Yeah.
Good name.
Feel me?
What's the story behind Denim's name?
Everybody in my family got like D names, so I had to start with that. And then I had just got a Denim Tears hoodie a week prior before getting the name, and I just went with Denim.
And you were inspired.
Got it, that's it, yeah.
I actually know a Denim, and she's a hooper, so that's a great name.
For sure. I know a Denim too that hoop.
Then we got 2 Denims.
For sure.
Or 3.
Yeah, for sure.
DP, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
No problem.
And here to break down this impact rookie, someone who follows him very, very closely, friend of the show, and of course, Basketball Hall of Famer, Marc Spears. Now, before we dive into all the things that we love about Darryn Peterson, can you explain your background? Because you're a Hall of Famer for a reason, but I see a lot of like legendary stuff behind you.
You know, I could actually like charge people to take a tour of my office, and the office is size of a bathroom, so it's not big. But you know, I have everything from like a Jackie Robinson signed thing here. I have a signed thing gifted to me from Earl Lloyd, first black player in NBA history. A couple interesting jerseys. I have a Black Lives Matter Kyle Korver jersey, a Ronaldo jersey. I also have a Marcus Spears signed jersey.
Okay,
up
so
there, and
wait.
I got a lot of stuff, man.
Okay,
Booger
I paused that
McFarland signed
Ronaldo.
jersey.
Wait, hold on. I paused that Ronaldo because that is legendary just by
There's a
itself.
good story
but,
there.
Okay, so I want to know the story. What's the story?
So remember Anthony Randolph?
Yes.
Played in the NBA, played for the Warriors, Dallas, Denver. Got to know him real well. I'm from San Jose originally. He married a woman from San Jose, and I kept in touch with him as he played for Real Madrid. And one day we were talking. I was like, "Yo, what is Ronaldo like?" And he's like, "Oh, you follow soccer?" I'm like, "Oh yeah. I'm a big Arsenal guy, but Ronaldo's like my favorite player." And he goes, "Man, one time I was in the parking lot I saw this car, and it looked like the Batmobile. It was a car I had never seen before. It was this black, crazy Lamborghini looking like car, and it just roared and roared and made this big roar. Then it pulled up alongside of me. The window went down, and Ronaldo just winked and then sped away. And I was like, man, I love Ronaldo. I was like, he's like, oh, I'll get you a signed jersey. So I have a signed jersey from Ronaldo. This is for Marc, spelled correctly, MARC. So I got some cool stuff in here.
Wait, hold on. You know what's crazier than just having a signed Ronaldo jersey? Knowing someone that can get you Ronaldo's jersey signed. Like, you got the ultimate
I'm about to
plug.
hit him back for Mbappe or Vinny Jr., you know what I'm saying?
There we go. And before, I know this is a basketball show, but you are actively, I want everyone to know, recruiting me to join Arsenal, because I told everyone I'm going to be following the Premier League. I'm so excited for the end of the month. But what I have decided, I'm just going to update the people. What I've decided is that I'm going to actually go to the UK. I'm going to go to England. I'm going to go to London, and I'm going to tour these stadiums and really just get a sense. I'm going to go in. Like, I don't just want to watch a game from a
Tottenham
distance.
might fool you with their fancy stadium, but the history, Arsenal, we have a museum, Thierry Henry statue. I said, you've met Thierry before.
He was my crush, my football crush. So as a youngin', he was my crush. I always loved Thierry Henry. Did I though? I can't even.
Yes, you did. You met him in South Africa.
You were there. That's where it was.
That's when we met. 2017.
You know what's
South
crazy?
Africa.
The fact that you remember all of these things, and yes, I was very excited to meet him. It was so long ago, and also this is so fresh, my passion, that I saw him come to a Sparks game, and I was like, Nneka, did you see him after the game? Nneka's like, he was there.
Before.
No, you're right. I should act cool. So this is a good reminder when I see him in real life.
No, I didn't say act cool. I understand.
No. I got to play it cool because we got to be friends.
But he's good people, though. He knows who you are. He's a huge basketball fan. Dirk was at this game. Embiid, DeMarcus Cousins. I think Giannis
Victor
was there.
Oladipo. Yes.
Yeah. All these NBA stars are at the game, but nobody got a louder applause than Thierry.
Africans. What's understood need not be explained.
Johannesburg, they're like
2018 Johannesburg.
People were crying and everything over here.
The NBA Africa game in Joburg was a once in a lifetime moment. Yeah. The fact that so many people were there that I completely forgot that I met Henry.
Kyle Lowry.
Oh, okay. Don't distract me with a good time, because that was one of the best memories, and I'm very excited that you think I can actually become friends with one of my favorite broadcasters now in Henry. But one of my favorite young rookies is someone that you have followed very, very closely in Darryn Peterson. You've covered him, particularly when it was leading into the draft, the biggest moment of his life. What did you see in him that you feel like the public still fully doesn't acknowledge or recognize? They'll learn very quickly.
Well, I'm even take you further than that, Shanae. I got to know him when he was at Prolific Prep in Napa. Drove out to Napa. I live in the Bay. Drove out to see him, and just heard so many great things about him. And at that time, Kansas coach Bill Self, who I actually met when he was coaching at Oral Roberts University, way back before it became big. He said that's the best recruit he ever got at Kansas. Think about that. Morris twins, Wiggins, Joel Embiid. He said this is the best player he ever recruited.
Wow.
And so I go to Napa. I go meet with this kid. The coach let me come in and watch a film session, which was great, like to watch with these kids. He sat front center in a film session. And his teammates like, yeah, that's his seat. We know that's his seat. He sits there every time. Team issued stuff, no diva, was locked into the film study. He was actually breaking down Kaya and Anthony because they were playing them next. And I'm not going to tell you what he said now, but he did kind of say that Kaya was a black hole in the film study. He did say that. I didn't write it.
Oh, man.
But I didn't see the game after.
In fairness,
anyways,
Kyan has been in the gym. You saw the muscle gains. He's going,
Hey, Kyan put the ball up in high school, so that's probably pretty accurate. But he's gotten much bigger. He's strong and ready to go. But after I sat down with Darryn for about 20 minutes, and he just is low key, focused on basketball. I think a lot of people don't know that CJ McCollum and his brother, who's a huge EuroLeague player, are his mentors. His cousin or his uncle played with C.J. McCollum's older brother, Eric, I believe is his name. And so he's been mentored by the McCollum brothers for years. So this is a kid that sleeps, eats, drinks basketball, and he's not really a limelight guy. And I'm sure you got that from him. And so when all this stuff was happening at Kansas, like I called his high school coach, and he's like, Mark, he's got some serious cramping issues. That's real. That's not fake. And I there was nothing about him that I saw at Napa that even gave me the sense that this kid was fake. And then CJ spoke the world of him, and CJ's pretty honest. If the kid wasn't like that, he would tell me. And so I think what we saw about what happened at Kansas was real, and I think it'll be forgotten pretty quickly. That people will see just how great a kid he is off the court and on the court. I think he's certainly ready to play and will be special immediately.
I have to agree because I was watching the games as a fan, but then also hearing the narratives about his lack of availability, him being in and out, and that quickly went away when you sit down and talk to him. He is a sponge. He is kind. In some ways, he's soft-spoken, but his game is loud when it needs to be. And, I look at him as someone, it may not be the flash and the flair that these high-flying athletic dunkers might be or these dominant physical presence players might have, but his consistency is probably exactly what the Utah Jazz needs. And just that temperament.
Yeah. He's a Tim Duncan-like guard. And what I mean by that is, it's like you said, it's not a loud, flashy game, but his fundamentals, and you know this as a hooper, everything is so detailed. Like his spacing, getting to spots, he scores so easy.
Yep.
And he's going to score easy in the league too, because, people are sleeping on the Jazz. They got some talent around them, up and down that lineup. He got 3 potential all-stars on that roster with him. So the Jazz, I think, will be a surprise team. But one thing I did see, not only can he score, he can defend, but he can pass the rock. He had and
12.
I wish the WNBA had summer league, so you guys could you know how hard it is to get 12 assists in the summer league.
In summer league, when everyone's trying to make a roster spot and shoot the ball every single time, play one-on-one, yes, he had 12 assists.
And 22 and 12. That to me was the telltale stat about how nice he is. You always hear about somebody getting 30 or 35 in a summer league game. You never hear anybody getting double-digit assists. And if he's getting that, what is it like when he gets a Jaren Jackson next to him, right? Or some of the others marketing next to him. The other guys the talent he has on his team, Ace, and their other superstar guard, they're going to be certainly very special.
Yeah, let's dive into this team, even though I do have a follow-up on his game because, Darryn Peterson now is going to be playing with Ace Bailey, Keontae George, Jaren Jackson Jr., Lauri Markkanen. They're all really young. And, Mark, I know you're very tapped in.
I think Keontae can surprise some folks and be an all-star next year.
Oh, okay. So he already surprised some folks last year, and you're saying he can take another jump, considering that this is a stronger
With Darren
team.
Next to him, at the draft lottery, as soon as it hit that Darren got second, the Jazz got the second pick. Keontae made a beeline to Darren. Started talking to him, and I thought that was quite interesting. And they ended up talking for about 5 minutes. And I'm like, that's the next backcourt of the Jazz right there. So
and I think that it speaks volumes when you have those small interactions because it just tells you this is a guy that other people want to play with. This is a guy that other players know their game will flourish alongside, even though he is a great scorer. And I know you have a great ear to the ground on a number of things with multiple teams. What are you hearing about the Utah Jazz, especially now that they have Darren at the helm?
The Jazz are kind of Spurs-like and kind of Thunder-like in the sense that they're not going to beat their chest, right? They're not going to promote it. They're just going to show up and play. And I think people are sleeping on the fact that Jaren's there Lauri Markkanen is there. Like your starting lineup is Darryn Peterson, Keontae George, Jaren Jackson, and Lauri Markkanen. I guess Nurkic probably starts at center. Guessing that maybe Ace Bailey might come off the bench, right? That's a big team. Now I am a little concerned about their depth. Um, where they go when they hit the bench. It's kind of limited. I think they're ready for Cody Williams to step up.
But I
But
think
that starting five is
it's
really, really good.
it's no longer a look past team, right? Like they have
No,
enough
no
talent
question.
because I think for a while,
I
the
mean,
Utah
Jaren Jackson's
Jazz
one of the best defenders in the league.
and
And he's a former defensive player of the year.
that put the
They're
West
going to
on
be good
notice
defensively. Yeah, they
because
were awful defensively before.
there was a period because we have these recent iterations of the Jazz, known most notably from Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, to a lull. What do we have here to now this new version? So I don't think anyone's looking past this team anymore. And when we get to Darryn Peterson and his game, who do you think he reminds you of? Because I know he loves Devin Booker. Everyone in the league, admires Kobe Bryant. Like that's their idol.
And he does. He admires Kobe Bryant.
Yep.
In an odd way, he does kind of remind me of CJ a little bit. And what I mean
CJ
in terms of like getting to the spots. Like CJ is and maybe he learned that from him. And because he has Lauri and Keontae and Jaren around him, you can't just focus on him. So I think he also, being in Utah, is great for his personality. And Shanae, please tell me if I'm wrong. You got to know AJ. You know the Dybantsa family, right?
Oh, yeah.
At DC need a loud player. I'm talking about loud on the court, loud off the court, personality, personify. AJ is that. He wants all the hype. He wants all the smoke. He wants all the attention. I think Darren's more low key. I'm not saying he's quiet. Like I don't think he's seeking the spotlight like that. So he probably fits into the vibe of Utah quite well. He's like a smooth jazz kind of dude. You know what I'm saying?
Not hip
Just
hop.
chill.
What's going on is go-go in DC. Go-go is happening in DC.
I told AJ he gotta learn what go-go music is. He didn't know what it is. You better get some Chuck Brown CDs and something like that.
That's actually hilarious because the comp is right when it comes to music. Go-go music, hip hop, DC, smooth jazz. They have a smooth operator that is a rookie at the point guard position. But you also mentioned, this idea of their temperaments fitting their teams. And we saw that a little bit in Summer League because AJ had moments, the dunks, the crazy plays in that head-to-head. And you said also that teams can't just focus on him because of the talent now around him as a member of the Utah Jazz. We saw the opposite of that in Summer League, which was a rarity. We joked about it together when we did our last show. It felt like for the first time ever in the history of Summer League, there were like scouting reports, schemes because he played a couple of games before that matchup. I told him
Washington was ready.
They were, but I told him, even despite it being more of a challenging game per se, because they were throwing NBA regular season defense at you, it spoke volumes that he was still able to produce despite those circumstances. What did you take from that experience, and what did you learn from him there?
Well, like him and the Miracles, basically, was that Summer League team, So when I watch a guy like that, if he plays really well with mediocrity or less around him, to me that speaks volumes, and that's why I keep mentioning all those assists. I was actually more impressed with what I saw in Darren in Utah Summer League than when I saw in Vegas, where they cut him pretty short anyways. But I watched those games, and that's why I mentioned like Tim Duncan. Like Tim Duncan would do stuff that was so effortless and so easy, but it was harder than you thought it was. Like I still don't know anybody that hits mid-range jumpers off the glass now, or scores in the post like he did. And that's how Darren plays from a perimeter spot. He just is it's really like Alex English cool, like Ray Allen cool. There's just it's the one thing about him, the difference between him and AJ. AJ put so much effort and maybe too much effort into every basket. And Darren's
Giannis
like,
like.
yeah, Darren's basketball IQ is so high. It's just like, I'm getting to this spot. I know I can make a shot here, and you're not going to stop me. Which is, like I said, very CJ like going to spots. Kobe like going to spots. So I don't like comparing people to Kobe, but he has patterned the way Kobe goes to spots, or Kobe went to spots, very much in his game. Very, very cerebral basketball player, mentally years beyond his most guys at his age. And I don't know
Yeah.
that many will ever catch up. And sneaky athletic, he will dunk it. He will dunk on you. He will dime. He's far from one dimensional. He could play point. He could play combo. He could do John Stockton, or he could be a loud scorer. What do you want? And I think Will Hardy's going to love having him around. Savant.
Savant in the making. That's what we're seeing. And I'm excited to see how he leads the Utah Jazz. Now, before we let you go, I'm just curious because I see a number of draft classes, and some of them are deep and some of them have like headliners like we've seen with Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah.
I am very excited about this 2026
no
draft
question.
class.
Yeah.
You know, just when you look at where things landed, AJ, Cam Boozer, Caleb Wilson, Darryn Peterson, Darius A. Cup.
I think you're going to have to talk to me about it in 5 years. I mean, like, the top guys, AJ, Darren, Cam, Caleb, they're all going to be sensational and fight each other for Rookie of the Year. But, like, I think 5 years, like, I think McCollum Brown Jr. is going to be special. Flemings I thought did some nice things in Summer League. Nate Mint at the end of Summer League started doing some things that look special. But I think it's going to take Nate 3 years or so.
Do you think that there's a little
Obviously,
special
Yaxel
sauce on
come
this
in.
class, though? Yeah, Yaxel Summer
No
League
question.
MVP.
But like, if we go later, right? Like, I'm hearing great things about Morez Johnson in Dallas. Yaxel, we redrafted. Maybe he goes 5, right? Braden Burries is going to be good. Nate Mint, who went 11, he's going to be good. Like, I'm even going down the draft. I think Kareem Lopez, 21, traded him. Like, Kareem's going to be good in a couple years. Give him a couple years. Even like Cameron Carr for the Lakers, I think that was a steal. Definitely a steal for them. So I think this is a draft that we already know has some fireworks at the top of it, and they got some late forming, fireworks toward the middle and the bottom end. I know, like, this is like an album that you get the first 5 songs and like #1 hits, and then like it's like the Sade stuff, like the B side of Sade is like I'll listen to all of it. And so initially I was at Smooth Operator and all that stuff, but then you start listening to the B sides, and you're like, yeah, this whole album's good.
I just bought a record player, and that's me on Michael Jackson's whole discography. We're gonna go soon. We're gonna go soon. Okay, I have to ask you this though, because we're talking about the rookies. They're gonna all make an impact on their team, but we had some major moves. Kawhi Leonard pending in Toronto, but Giannis in Miami. You have now Jaylen Brown in Philly alongside LeBron James. What do you think was the biggest move, the most impactful move that might dictate next year's season?
Jaylen. Like, regardless of LeBron James going there or not, which was huge. I mean, don't let me discount that. That was mammoth for them. Like, Jaylen going to the rival Sixers in his prime, joining the team that already had 3 All-Stars and a former MVP already, but yet this is a guy that's won a ring, been a Finals MVP. I'm really looking forward. Look, it's another guy I knew when he was at Cal. And people are saying he's too smart. He's too smart. It's ridiculous to me that an athlete can't be intelligent and have other interests. But I think he's going to come in there with a vengeance. I love the way he did his introduction. He's keeping with his, trying to uplift the Black community. going into the hood and doing his press conference there, already trying to make an impact in Philly, and he will there. And so I don't know if it's as bad as the Red Sox trading Babe Ruth to the Yankees, but I think the Celtics going to feel this. They're going to feel this loss because the Sixers haven't won a title since '83, and this team certainly has a talent to change that history.
And they have a window with LeBron James, not just doing a one-year deal, but also having that second-year option as well.
Yeah.
Okay, you are busy at all times, not only the NBA, but you're a huge fan of the WNBA. It's summertime. I feel like you can maybe take a breath just for a moment and enjoy the good hoops that we're covering in the W.
Valkyries, baby. When we gonna talk about the Valkyries more? When we gonna start getting them respect on ESPN? Every time it's always the Lynx and it's the Aces and Caitlin Clark. Y'all don't talk. We don't talk about the Valkyries.
Don't do me like that because I've been saying the best defense.
WNBA ladies out. You
don't do me that.
Don't do that. Today.
I've been saying it today. Even I said best defense in the WNBA and Gabby Williams, defensive player. Gabby Williams, Defensive Player of the Year, the first guard to win it since 2018, Elena Beard. But while I only ask you this because I know you're watching your Valkyries play.
My mom went to the Valkyries game yesterday in Dallas.
Everyone knows your mom is our favorite.
She loves you. She asked if you guys would be at the game, actually. I'm like, no, they're not there.
Monica was there, I think.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, my mom flew to New Orleans to go watch her Valkyries.
Okay, love it. Okay, What are you drinking? Because you are the wine connoisseur. I know you have to go, but what are you drinking when you're watching the Golden State Valkyries? Because you can just put people on.
Well, my good stuff, I can't just open up. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm opening up the good stuff,
if the Valkyries win a championship to celebrate, you're opening up.
Yeah. I got a 1968 Freemark Abbey.
Don't know what that means, but sounds like save me a glass.
1968. It's a bottle of wine from 1968.
I'm sure it'll hit. So when they win, however the circumstances go, just make sure I'm there while you're popping that bad boy open, okay?
Well, maybe we'll go to their parade and go to Draymond's restaurant beforehand or after. Popping after. And then I'll bring some good stuff for sure.
Draymond, I'm booking my reservation right now.
Tastings, at the Kendall Jackson properties. I got you. I can get you a house. Why don't you vacation up there? I'll get you a house for a couple of days.
See, everyone, Marc is the ultimate plug. He's the king of good times. He does excellent work, but also he knows where to be at. He's where the party resides. The vibe resides. Okay. Maybe in the past it was party, but now it's just vibe. Okay.
Well,
Marc, thank you so much.
Party Friday in Atlanta. Everybody get your tickets. Come out. You staying, right?
Maybe I have to.
No, please.
Okay.
You got to go to this party.
I got you. Work first, play later.
There.
I'm going to do my job, host NBJ, and then I will.
Please stay to Friday. I need you to stay.
I mean, it's Atlanta, so might as well, right?
I got you.
See, this is why I love him. Not just for how spectacular he is as a Hall of Famer, breaking down, reporting everything NBA, even dabbling in the W, but because he's just a brother. He's a big bro to all of us.
I love you. You know I got you covered. I need you to be there, though.
Look, I feel like this is one of them ancestors giving you no
Friday
choice.
Night, Atlanta, y'all come out.
Hey, let me work on my Atlanta dances. Love you, Marc. Thank you so much.
Love you too.
You see how Marc Spears does me, man? He's trying to make sure I'm outside. No, I'm an inside girl, but it's all good. Thank you, Marc, for stopping by. And also, thank you, Darryn, for joining Chiney today. I'm so excited to see all of the great things he'll do for the Utah Jazz. All right, make sure you like, subscribe, rate, review, and be kind in the comments. My mom reads them, so show her and us some love. This is the Heartbeat of Hoops, and we will see you next time.